we are going to discuss about carboxylic acids. In carboxylic acid, it has got the general formula RCOOH. So we'll be discussing the following points. That is, IUPAC nomenclature of carboxylic acid, structure of carboxylic acid, then preparation of carboxylic acid, where we'll be discussing both aromatic and aliphatic carboxylic acids. Followed by that, we will discuss about the physical properties and chemical properties. So in chemical properties, we'll be discussing the properties based on the bond cleavage between O and H. Then based on the bond cleavage between C and OH. And we will be discussing mainly the hydrocarbon part and as COOH as a whole also. So there are 4 subtopics under the chemical properties of carboxylic acid. Finally, we will be discussing the uses of carboxylic acid. Okay, so our SciTech students will be presenting their concept maps based on these each topic. Over to Pavani. So she'll be introducing her topic. Pavani.
Hi all, I am Pavani. So I am going to discuss about IUPAC nomenclature of carboxylic acids.
Okay, good. What about Gokul?
Hi everyone, I am Gokul. I am going to discuss reactions involving cleavage of COH bond.
Okay, good. What about Vishnupriya? Okay, so probably there is a problem with the internet of Vishnupriya. Then over to Srinidhi.
Hello guys, my name is Trinity and I'll be discussing the topic structure of carboxyl group.
Okay, so over to Shreya. So what is the topic you are going to discuss here?
Hi guys, I'm Shreya. I'm going to discuss about the reactions involving cleavage of COOH bond.
Okay, good. Akash.
Hello guys, I am Akash. I am here to discuss about preparation of carboxylic acid.
Okay. Suraj.
Hey guys, I'm Suraj. So today I'll be discussing about physical properties of carboxylic acid.
Okay. Vishnupriya, are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me. What is the topic you are going to discuss?
So I'm going to discuss about the named reaction in this chapter, sir.
Okay, so thank you guys. You can present your subject, I mean the concept map one by one. Okay, good. Now I invite Pavani to present the IUPAC nomenclature. Over to Pavani. Yes, Pavani, you can continue.
So can you scroll down the image? So first, here are the structures of monocarboxylic acid. First, common name formic acid, IUPAC name methanoic acid, and here is the structure. Second is acetic acid, common name, and ethanoic acid, IUPAC name. So here is the structure CH3COOH. And the third one is CH3CH2COOH. It's propionic acid. It's its common name, and propanoic acid is the IUPAC name. And fourth one is CH3CH2CH2COOH, butyric acid, and IUPAC name is butanoic acid. And the fifth one is CH3 all twice CHCOOH, isobutyric acid, and IUPAC name is 2-methyl propionic acid. Sorry, it's propanoic acid, not propionic acid, it's propanoic acid. And next, dicarboxylic acid, its structure is CHOOH, all twice, and here is the expanded structure, and its common name is oxalic acid, and IUPAC name is ethane dioic acid. And the next structure is COOH, CH2COOH. Malanoic acid, and the IUPAC name is propane dioic acid.
It's called the malonic acid.
Malonic acid. And the IUPAC name is propane dioic acid.
You can include the number, that is 1,3-propane dioic acid.
Okay, sir.
Later you can correct it. Then proceed.
So third structure is COOH, CH2 twice COOH. Succinic acid, its common name, and the IUPAC name is butane dioic acid. And here also we can include the number.
1,4-butane dioic acid.
Yes, sir. So next structure is COOH, CH2 thrice COOH. Glutaric acid is its common name, and the IUPAC name is pentane dioic acid. And the last structure is COOH, CH2 4 times COOH. And the common name is adipic acid, and the IUPAC name is hexane dioic acid.
So I would like to add one more important thing. When you give the nomenclature as 1,6-hexane dioic acid, you can also call it hexane 1,6-dioic acid. So you can include this prefix, that is that number, in between the nomenclature also. That is hexane. That is, E should be dropped here. So hexane -1, 6 dioic acid. Whenever you introduce any number in between the letters, it should be guarded by the hyphen. Okay, so remember that one. Now proceed.
Okay, sir.
Acid.
So next one is tricarboxylic acid, and the first structure is COOH, CH2, CHCOOH, CH2COOH. Here the middle COOH can be written as the branched structure also. And the common name is tricarbolic acid or carbolic acid.
Or oxalic acid.
Okay, sir. And the IUPAC name is propane 1,2,3 tricarboxylic acid. Then hydroxycarboxylic acid. Your hydroxy is OH group. When COOH and OH group comes together, then OH should be named as hydroxy in the prefix. So first structure is this. Its common name is salicylic acid, and the IUPAC name is 2-hydroxybenzenoic acid. And the second benzoic acid, sorry sir, benzoic acid. And the second structure is this one, and its common name is gallic acid, and the IUPAC name is
gallic acid.
Gallic acid, and the common IUPAC name is 2,4,6 trihydroxybenzoic acid. And the last structure is this one. Its common name is also salicylic acid, but the position of OH.
Hydroxycarboxylic acid as salicylic acid.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and this one is benzoic acid.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Right. Correct it. Then.
And the next aromatic carboxylic acid. So first structure is benzoic acid. Its common name and the IUPAC name is benzene carboxylic acid. And the second structure is phenyl acetic acid. Its common name and the IUPAC name is 2-phenyl ethanoic acid. And the last structure is phthalic acid, and the IUPAC name is benzene 1,2-dicarboxylic acid. And last we have two important.
So normally, when two carboxylic acids are substituted in the proxy, that is in the vicinal position, they have the tendency to undergo dehydration so that you are able to get anhydride. So it becomes phthalic anhydride. That is, you have to draw the benzene structure, then CO and the CO, in between that you have to bring the O. Okay, so that is known as phthalic anhydride.
Okay,
Right.
sir.
So the same phthalic acid, when these are two COOH group, they are positioned oppositely, that is in the para position, that is known as terephthalic acid. So you can include that one also. Okay, right.
Okay, sir.
Next.
So next is here we have two important structures. One is NH2CH2COOH amino acid, and the IUPAC name is 2-amino-ethanoic acid. And the last one is C17H35COOH. It's steric acid, and the IUPAC name is octadecanoic acid.
Okay, so amino acid, so that is the general name. It is not the common name. So it is called the general name. I mean, the common name for NH2CH2 COOH is alpha amino acetic acid. Acetic acid, CH3COOH, and the carbon atom attached to the COOH is called alpha. So it can be called, since the NH2 group is substituted in the alpha carbon atom, it can be called alpha amino acetic acid. So you have to correct this one later. Okay.
Okay.
Now, regarding the structure, Srinidhi will be discussing. Srinidhi, you can present your concept map. Srinidhi, are you there? Srinidhi, unmute பண்ணு பேசு. We are unable to hear you. Please unmute.
Sir, she is an unmute only, sir, but we can't hear the voice.
Okay, Pavani, you can take over.
Okay, sir. So here she is discussing about the structure of carboxyl group. Firstly, carboxyl group having carbonyl and hydroxyl group both linked to an carbon atom, COOH. So here is the carboxylic acid structure, general structure. So next one, COOH. Here the pi electron transfer is shown by the structure. The minus becomes plus here by the electron transfer. And the next is the carboxylic carbon is less electrophilic than carbonyl carbon.
Yeah, there is a pi electron transfer. So the double bond, you have got one single bond, double bond, you have got one sigma bond and pi bond. So the pi bond electrons are transferred because of the difference in the electronegativity. So oxygen is more electronegative. So the pi electron is transferred towards the oxygen, and thereby it attains minus charge. And the C has got plus charge here. Okay, right. Next one. Next one.
So next one is the carboxylic carbon is less electrophilic than carbonyl carbon. And the last one is the bonds to the carbonyl carbon lie in one plane.
Carbon lie in the
one plane.
One plane.
And are separated by about 120.
Okay, right. Now over to Akash for preparation. Preparation of a primary alcohols. Akash, please.
Okay, sir. So now we'll see about the preparation of carboxylic acid. So there are 6 methods of preparation. First method is primary alcohols and aldehydes. So here one decanol is there, that is CH3, CH2 8 times and CH2OH, and presence of CrO3 H2SO4 is a catalyst. So this reaction gives us a result of decanoic acid, that is CH3 CH2 8 times COOH. Second method is from alkyl benzene.
That is, you are preparing from alcohol by oxidizing alcohol
to
by using strong oxidizing agent. You are able to get decanoic acid. Okay.
Decanoic
so
acid.
What do you mean by decanoic acid? Deca means what?
Sir?
Deca means 10 carbon atoms. Okay.
Okay.
You can count it. Right. Next.
Second method is from alkyl benzenes. So first is propyl benzene is there. So when it reacts with KMNO4 KOH on presence of heat, it gives us benzene
We
with
call this as that is using alkaline KMNO4, alkaline potassium permanganate solution. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
So it gives us
alkali, is it not? Right.
So it gives us benzene with COOK. On reaction with H3O plus, it gives us benzenoic acid.
Okay.
And
so what is the compound? You have got the sodium, potassium benzoate. And on further hydrolysis, you are able to get benzoic acid. Okay. Right. Next.
So third method is from nitriles and amides. So here we have taken ethane amide, that is CH3CONH2. On hydrolysis, we get CH3COOH, that is ethanoic acid, plus NH3.
Okay, good. Next.
And fourth method is from Grignard reagent. Here Grignard reagent is RMGX plus COO is both reacts with on presence of dry
carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. It reacts in the presence of dry ether. So we get the result of R C double bond O and OMGX gets attached to oxygen, and on further hydrolysis we get RCOOH. And fifth method is from acyl halides and anhydrates.
Add one thing here, the Grignard reagent, it has got the synthetic use. With the Grignard reagent, we are able to get variety of, carbon-based compounds like alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, acid, acyl chloride, etc. Almost more than 10 types of products that can be produced, synthetically produced by using Grignard reagent suitably. Okay. So here, just by changing the reagent, for example, in this case, when you use formaldehyde, we are able to get alcohol. When we use acetaldehyde, we will get ketone. When we use carbon dioxide with RMGX in presence of dry ether, we get this RCOOH. So this topic, this particular concept has been discussed in detail in haloalkanes and haloarenes under the topic that is synthetic use of Grignard reagent. Synthetic uses of Grignard reagent. So you can refer to that particular video. Okay. Now go ahead to the next one.
So now fifth step is from acyl halides and anhydrates. So we have taken benzoic anhydrate, that is C6H5CO twice O. On reacting with H2O, we get 2C6H5COOH, that is benzoic acid. And the last method is from esters. So we have taken ethyl benzoate, that is given in the compound benzene with COO C2H5. On hydrolysis, we get benzoic acid plus C2H5OH.
Right. Now that is Suraj is here to present the physical properties of carboxylic acid.
Okay. So yes, physical property of carboxylic acid. So normally carboxylic acid is a colorless liquid and it has a very pungent smell. Pungent is a very strong smell. So the first in carboxylic acid, first four members are soluble in water, and as the number of carbon atom increases in the carboxylic acid, the solubility of the carboxylic acid decreases. Next, the carboxylic acid has higher boiling point due to the hydrogen bond. The carboxylic acid shows alternative
What do you want to tell?
That is that in carboxylic acid, if the number of carbon atom in the chain is odd number, then the melting point of the carboxylic acid is lesser. If the number of carbon in the number of carbons in the carboxylic acid in the chain is even, then the melting point is high. This is due to symmetry, sir. So in the next point, carboxylic acid has the highest boiling point due to its hydrogen bonding. It has the highest boiling point compared to aldehydes, ketones, and alcohols. Next, this is one structure of carboxylic acid showing the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, sir. That's all, sir.
Good. So here in this important, I think that is the physical properties as well as the boiling point or melting points are concerned, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding plays a very important role. Okay, so never forget this particular aspect. Okay, right. Next, over to the next team, that is chemical properties, reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. Proceed. Who is presenting this concept?
Sir, I'll present, sir.
Okay.
So reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. So the main concept here is acidity. So here are the three reactions involving based on the COOH and the acidity of COOH. And in that we have three important points to be discussed. So first, reaction in aqueous solution. So reaction in aqueous solution, here is the reaction given for the aqueous solution. That is COOH, RCOH reacts with water. And the next is causes. So causes of acidity is a resonance hybrid. And the effect is EWG and EDG. So electron withdrawing group and the electron donating group. So here I have symbolically represented using the arrows, the EWG and EDG for the carbon and
It's
oxygen.
a formation of a resonance hybrid. The carboxylate anion is more stable. So that's what you wanted to say. Okay, good. Next, formation of anhydride. Sorry, that is the reactions involving cleavage of a COH bond. I think Google is going to present this.
Yes, sir. So now we are going to see reaction involving cleavage of COH bond. In that, first one is formation of anhydride. That carboxylic acids on heating with mineral acid such as H2SO4 or P2O5 give corresponding anhydride. In this reaction, ethanoic acid in the presence of H plus or P2O5 form ethanoic anhydride. That is compound is CH3. The compound is given in that slide. Second one is esterification. Carboxylic acids are esterified with alcohols or phenols in the presence of a mineral acid such as concentrated H2SO4 or HCl as a catalyst. So reaction is RCOOH plus R-OH in the presence of H plus gives RCOO R dash plus H2O. So third one is reaction with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2. So the hydroxyl group of carboxylic acid behaves like that of alcohols and is easily produced by chlorine atom by replacing chlorine atom on treating with PCl5, PCl3 and SOCl2, where SOCl2 is thionyl chloride. So the reactions are RCOOH plus PCl5 gives RCOCl plus POCl3 plus HCl. Second reaction is RCOOH 3 times RCOOH plus PCl3 gives 3 times RCOCl plus H3PO4, and third reaction is RCOOH plus SOCl2 gives RCOCl plus SO2 plus HCl. Now fourth one is reaction with ammonia. So carboxylic acids reacts with ammonia to give ammonium salt, which on further heating at high temperature forms amides. For example, a CH3COOH plus NH3 will become CH3COONH4, which is ammonium benzoate, and again in the presence of heating.
Acetate. We have put only CH3COONH4, is it not?
Yes,
so
sir.
you please correct it. Ammonium acetate.
Okay, sir.
Ammonium benzoate is C6H5COONH4. Okay. So correct
So it's ammonium acetate. So on further heating, it forms acetamide, that is CH3CONH2.
If it is C6H5CONH2, what do you call it?
Sir?
For example, when it is obtained from benzene, that is ammonium benzoate. When you get the amide, what is the name of the amide? That is called benzamide.
Benzamide, sir.
Right. So here it is acetamide. Right. Next. So you
Next
please correct
reaction.
this.
Okay,
Then.
sir. Next reaction is benzene ring with COOH plus NH3 will form ammonium benzoate. That is benzene ring with COONH4. On further heating, it forms benzamide. That is benzene ring with CONH2. That's all, sir.
What about the formation of anode? You have completed that one. That is over. Okay. Then, so Shreya, you can proceed with the reactions involving COOH group. Come on.
Okay, sir. So we are going to see about the reactions involving carboxyl group.
Carboxylic acid group.
So first one we are going to see is the process of reduction. So in reduction, carboxylic acids are reduced to primary alcohols by lithium aluminium hydride, or we can use diborane. So the reaction comes out like RCOOH in the presence of lithium aluminium hydrogen, lithium hydride, or ether can also be there, or in the presence of borane. And second step, by hydrolysis it gives primary alcohol. So the second reaction, decarboxylation. So in decarboxylation, usually the carbon dioxide is removed. So carboxylic acid loses carbon dioxide. Their salts are heated with soda lime. So soda lime is sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide in the ratio. So the reaction comes out like RC of NaOH and CO, that is soda lime. On heat it gives RH plus Na2CO3.
Shake your
We
mic.
can.
Shreya, sorry to disturb you. Don't shake your mic and proceed.
Okay. So we get that the carbon that is CO2 carbon dioxide is, and we get RH plus sodium carbonate as products. So the next reaction is halogen. So in halogenation reaction, carboxylic acid having alpha hydrogen are halogenated at the alpha position. That is, the alpha hydrogen gets halogenated at the alpha position. Halogens can be represented as X. X can be equal to chlorine, etc.
Over to Bharat. Substitution reaction in the hydrocarbon part.
We are going to see about a substitution reaction in the hydrocarbon part. There are two types of reaction. One reaction is L-Volod-Zelansky reaction. In this reaction, carboxylic acid has an alpha hydrogen. It gets halogenated at the alpha position. On treatment with a halogen in the presence of small amount of red phosphorus, we will get obtain an alpha allocarboxylic acid. Next reaction is ring substitution reaction. In this reaction, benzoic acid is treated with a concentrated nitric acid and a concentrated sulfuric acid. We will obtain a product like meta-nitrobenzoic acid.
So actually that is, do you remember the type of mechanism? Then the mechanism it adopts in this reaction. What is the mechanism of this reaction? Anyone?
Sir, it is
It is the electrophilic substitution reaction. Do you remember?
yes, sir.
Electrophilic substitution reaction, and the COOH group is the meta director. So since it directs the incoming nitro group to the meta position, it's called meta director, and that effect is called the orientation effect. There will be one substituent already present in the benzene ring that will start dictating the new incumbents, okay? So that it will direct either to orthopara or meta. So since the COH group is the meta director, it directs the nitro group to the meta position. So there are two important effects. One is electrophilic substitution, and the other one is that is orientation effect. So these two phenomena are very important as far as this ring substitution is concerned. Okay, good, Bharat. Now, finally, we'll be discussing about the uses of carboxylic acid by Kishore. Yes, Kishore, you can proceed.
Uses of carboxylic acid, ethanoic acid used in rubber, textiles, dyeing, leather, and electroplating industries. Ethanoic acid used as solvent and vinegar in food industries. Hexane acid used in manufacture of nylon 6,6. Esters, benzoic acid used as perfumes. Sodium benzoate used as food preservatives. Higher fatty acids, manufacture of soaps and detergents.
Okay. See, that is, we have got fantastic uses of this carboxylic acid. Anyway, that is each topic was discussed by our SciTech students. So thanks to all of you. And if you have got any doubt, you can give your comments also in the comment column. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you guys. Bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.